So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick...
He's got a man, complete! And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. The Bengals, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Three yards remain for 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete. It's Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Watson. He's got it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go with Chubb on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. That O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb on the counter, and he stopped immediately there. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on third and goal. Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Off the middle, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact, long time there, and now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 15. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Gun. Shot. 11. Shot.
They go play action with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. They got to go.
And Burrow going to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
11.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something.
Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. from 3 yards out, and the Bengals have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Runs over him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watson on 1st down. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Bell from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Bengals 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
11 MT, Kane. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
11 MT, Kane. 11 MT, Kane.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let him go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, it's Burrow. Catch is made here by Herb Smith Jr. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that'll get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw is Watson. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A give, this is Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second down and goal. Watson, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Watson, touchdown! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
I'm one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow on play action. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Caught left side, Bennett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard this.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. York on now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Burrow. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done,